Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next. Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Tigers nothing, Yankees coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. John Wiggins gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Line drive to left. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run.
Stepping in, John Wiggins. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
That's in there, base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Yanks leave 1. They're up 2-0. J.D. Martinez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Nobody out, runner on first. On the ground for Cano. This could be 2. To second for 1, and boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Andy Robinette will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Oh, way to get dirty. He's out.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Now batting.
Boy, that's really a great play.
John Wiggins digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
John Wiggins.
Zimmerman looks in. Here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
And he's been a thorn in their side.
Striding into the box, John Wiggins. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from first crosses the plate. Now a 9-4 ball game.
Another run home to score.
John Wiggins will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third, and the runner from second is in to score. Boy, and they have not been able to. Justin Upton will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Yep, things are looking pretty good here now.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away. So a moment now to take a look at the start.
He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Sanchez gets his sign. First pitch on its way. John Wiggins is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And the road hasn't been all that kind to them either. They've dropped 4 of the first 5 on this trip. So they're in need of a well-pitched game here in a bad way.
Ranging back is Maben, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Well, that's a big home run in his career, number 300. He's been a solid power threat for a long time now, and as we've seen over the years, he's been steadily climbing that all-time list.
And I can tell you, it's a thrill every time you hit a home run, but obviously there are ones that are more special than others. Well, no question, number 300 is one of those special numbers. Some really good hitters never got there, so I can really appreciate what he's done in his career thus far.
Yeah, well, you got a lot.
Anthony goes. Will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck. Runs up and gets this one down. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. John Wiggins stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
And good movement on the fastball there from Sanchez as he jumps ahead with strike 1. In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, the 301st of his career. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
J.D. Martinez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. The 2-2 pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Tigers lead it 6-3. Jared Saltalamacchia will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Oh, what a dive. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. Last half of the fifth coming up. Tigers are out in front, 6-3. John Wiggins will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Sanchez is ready. Here's the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
And he's been a thorn in their side.
John Wiggins will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 302 career as they move out in front 7-6.
Boy, have a night. His third home run of the ball game. I mean, he's absolutely brimming with confidence at the plate. It's been a joy to watch so far.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs.
Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next. John Wiggins will stand in, one night removed from driving in 6 in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as he beats the tag by Saltalamacchia.
And apparently they're picking up right when
So 2 gone in the inning now, and here's Justin Upton. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Wiggins is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers 1. John Wiggins digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
Out.
And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1.
The center fielder number.
John Wiggins will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there, he's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Cameron Maben will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1.
Out.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Yankees are out in front, 4-2. John Wiggins will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Right there for strike 1. Now the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007.
Well, he's homered. He's doubled.
Andy Robinette gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. John Wiggins will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 2nd home run of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
He was 1 strike away from getting out of the inning and putting a 0 on the board. Instead, he leaves one out over the plate. He probably knew it was trouble when it left his hand, and they wind up putting 4 on the board.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle.
Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. John Wiggins will stand in, 1 night removed from driving in 6 in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Goes, moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. A moment now from Yankee Stadium.
Last month, he drove in over 20 runs. He's proven he's one of the best run producers in this lineup, and if he can continue that level of production, it's going to go a long way toward helping this team win ball games.
Down the first baseline. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. John Wiggins is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ghost going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Yankees are back in business. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Miguel Cabrera digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, big throw.
Well, not really all that tough of play heading up the middle, but you see it takes a...
Striding into the box, John Wiggins, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot.
John Wiggins will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, as that'll pull him into a tie at 7-7.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Andy Robinette comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Way to get dirty. Safe.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Almost a remarkable play. John Wiggins strides into the box now with a shot to bring in the winning run. But the question is whether they'll even pitch to him.
Yeah, you know, with that base open, I'd at least expect him to work around him and maybe hope he chases some bad pitches. You got to love the strategy that comes into play in these situations.
The 0-1 pitch. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
And he's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Should be enough to get the job done. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And can you believe it? They'll walk off here with an 8-7 victory.
And he's going to get mobbed for that one. What a great at-bat here as he just comes through in the clutch and drives home that winning run from second base.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and